Now, Mary, you can probably reach a little less forward. You can stay a little taller.
I'm actually gonna cry. It's so beautiful.
We were talking about, I think we can practice a sprint. Yeah, here, or like, yeah. If you guys want to do a sprint, I would say, if you guys want to do the full last 500, you can, or you can not take the lift at the 500, and with like 300 to go, you build up to where you would be in the last 500 and do the first sprint.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll do that. Okay. So
Yeah.
Jordan, as you're approaching the red buoys, right, build it up to, what would we be at? 34, 5, 4 to base, 5 at 1K, 6 at 500. So build up to 36, like you're in the 500, so that as you approach 250, you can take that lift to a 37 and then 1 feet every 10. Okay? Does that sound good?
Let's go on the quarter center
Okay.
goods now. On the quarter
Let's do the
center
next
goods.
start.
All right. Next start 5, high 5.
Let me get my phone out. You guys want a regular video or a slow-mo video? You get a regular video. Sure.
By not letting go a little bit.
I want to fix that memory block.
Getting inside.
Oh, and you want me to do 3/4, half, 3/4 lengthen for this?
Fine, I'll turn my brain off.
All right. Good to Colin? Good to go?
1 sec. All right, I'm ready.
All right.
5-5.
Yeah, 5-5. At whatever rate, ideally 42. But I'm not gonna call it. Attention. Row. Pry. Tap. Pry. Building. Full. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it run. Down. Force check it. Just force.
What did we hit?
Wasn't 42. Well, it was like a 43 for some. 42 for some, which is fine.
Alright, let's do another. I'm going to get a slow-mo right off your stern deck. I'm going to try to just like look right down there.
Alright. Everyone said easy. Sean could give me a stroke.
10 high or 5 high? Let's do a 5, 10, 10 next.
Alright.
5, 10, 5. Start 5, high 10, lengthen 5. Okay, let's practice calling this really aggressive length.
Yep. Alright.
Remember not to lay back.
Shaker, another stroke.
Start 5, nice and tall, do the high stroke.
Yep.
Let me get myself ready here, Jordan. I'll tell you when I'm ready. Jordan, I'll just call it so I can start the video on time and we don't have a bunch of extra slow-mo time. Alright, let's sit right here, guys. Attention. Fuck, my motor died.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, hey guys.
Hello.
Hey Liz here.
I'm a coach now. I don't know how to use the megaphone, but I'm a coach.
Please
Hello?
don't.
Press the H button.
What?
That's the horn.
No, it's not.
Wait, can I hear the horn?
That's almost definitely the horn.
Muscle memory.
Sorry guys, it's happening.
Hello? Can you... Am I...
You're like not talking into it.
I've heard that horn so many times.
Please don't tell me that.
Okay, let's get ready.
Alright. 5, 10, 5.
Attention. Row.
Pry. Tap. Pry. Building. Full. This is 1, 2, breathing. 3, sit tall. 4, 5, 44. 6, 7, 8, settle in 2. This is 1, 2, hammer. 2, 3, 34. 4, 5, swing. Oh, yep. Down. Sorry, in my head we were totally doing 10 there, which is not correct. That's my bad.
Somebody else's head too.
Jordan, it might just be guys being dinguses, but make sure you're really clear with that run call. Right, I want to start nailing that every time.
Yeah, that was his fault.
That was absolutely my fault.
That's okay, just keep in mind. Jordan, I liked your line on that one a lot better. You went hard to starboard on the first one. You were nice and straight on that one.
I wasn't on the rudder for either of them.
Okay.
That's just the
Well,
guys.
Say on that first one, you probably should have gotten on the rudder after like the third stroke. Right?
Yeah, if we were like in a race, I would have, but just because I knew we had room, I don't want to, like, I want to just, like, give the proper practice.
Just say heard.
What?
Just say heard.
Let's go ahead and do one more.
Alright, same thing, 5, 10, 5.
Sitting ready.
Alright, we'll do 5, 10, 5.
Nice and smooth, powerful, but patient getting the boat moving on these first two. No layback at the finish. Harry, sit up a little taller, a little too reaching forward. Attention. Rope.
Pry. Tap. Pry. Building. Full. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 43, 5, 6 tall, 7, 8, lengthen in 2. This is 1, 2, hammer, 2, 3, let it run in 2. This is 1, 2, balance. Come on, guys, down. Sorry, I should have said into, let it run. That is my bad. Went a little bit hard to starboard there. Colin, is there a disconnect somewhere on my starboard side where we are, like, someone's not getting as much connection?
When I'm sitting on starboard, Myers has a little deeper catch angle than the guys in front of them, just a little bit. I think Myers might be getting a little further than you need to be. So just sit up a little taller, make sure you're not like collapsing forward. And Iggy, just keep up with that sharper blade work. It's getting better, but make sure you're not getting stuck around the finish. I thought we rushed that second stroke too much.
Yeah.
Right, from the first to the second. What I'd like you guys to do this season, go on YouTube, watch finals of like the Grand Challenge, right, and the ladies plate at Henley. It's a great view of the start line, right? You just have two crews, two really high level crews in those events. You're sitting right on their stern deck. You can really clearly see the pace at which they get the rope, right? That balance of like aggression and acceleration with patience. It's a pretty hard balance to strike. And we're not gonna obsess on it. We wanna have a nice, clean, good start, but we're not gonna win any races off of this. And we wanna have good ones, better starts than other crews. It's not all we're gonna work on. So it'd be helpful if you guys are hanging out, hotel, you're at home, ladies play, Grand Challenge, Henley, you know, look for like the finals or the semifinals and it's really high level crews. Watch that start. Imagine you're in the boat with them, right? Feel there, you know, you're sitting there, you're watching, going, all right, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. High strokes, high strokes, high strokes.
So it's almost like we're building
Yeah.
those first two strokes.
Yes. Think of it as like a build, right? Think of it as like a build. Let's do one more, just start 5, high 5. Then we're gonna spin.
Alright.
Let's sit ready. Attention.
Tall here, Myers.
Rope.
Pry. Tap. Pry. Building. Full. This is 1, 2, 3 sharp. And 2 settle. That's 1, 2. Or sorry, not settle. Fuck. Square. Feather. Down. Alright. Thank you guys for not listening to me. Alright.
We can spin it, we're gonna roll it at 20
Yep.
back to the bridge.
Force check.
We'll roll it up on the floor.
Bad by me, guys. Sorry.
I thought that one was a lot better.
I thought that one was a lot
That's
better.
in the right direction.
Port backing, starboard rowing.
If we come up and take like a millisecond stroke, that's literally doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's always the UCLA start.
Alright, let's stay with stern fair here. Let's keep our tap. Let's keep our spins clean. And good there. Alright, cycler stroke. Alright. Ollie at the finish. Just steady stating at a 20 here. Cycler squared and buried. And row. Lean first tap down. Prying through the water. Just taking what it's giving you. Right on 20 here, Parker. About the square up timings we had during that 2-part pause drill. Going back to those. At 20. Do that 2-part tap down right now, Owen. Just tap down a little bit more at the beginning. Hold it steady. But the rest of the boat, we gotta give him a platform to work on that. Building the stability through the press. Bouncing off the handles. A little bit better, Owen. Still doesn't feel like one motion, but you're ending up like your handle height's ending up a little closer to where it should. That was better. A bit there. Be right on 20. Staying direct, Myers. Dropping down to starboard here, guys. Still staying horizontal, but just adjusting where that inch is. Someone's thinking a lot about keeping our handles within that same inch of space through the entire stroke. Better. Call it the catch. On the rudder. On the rudder a ton here. It's gonna be unbalanced.
I'd like to turn you guys together.
You said load up?
And you can get towards the course and then just weigh enough before you load up.
Stay level on the seat. steady state strokes here. Plane direct. Washing out Harry just a little bit. And into will it run, that's one. Here's two, let it run. Square, feather, down. Oh, there's the novice four. Actually looks like a pretty good start. Alright, quick recap for what we're doing. I believe it's 5:20:10. Start 5, high 20 at the 42, settle to 34 for 10, settle all the way down to the 20 until 1K. At 1K we will go 34, 35, so we'll build over 5 to that 34, 10 at 34, 10 at 35, settle back down to the 20 until we hit about 350 left, and then good boy this week. And then at 350 left, we will get 6 to build into that 36, and then we'll take the sprint.
Did you say 300 left or 250 left?
We'll start the sprint at 250, but I'll start the build into some high strokes at 350. So we should be on 36 by 300.
Okay, we can pull onto the course. We'll go in front of these launches, give them plenty of room to do whatever they're doing there.
Just like a couple strokes. The schlenk. Alright. About 4 here. And row. You're actually just so much weight. Meyer, sit out here.
Billy.
Oh shit. Way enough. Alright. At the finish here, about 4. And row. Good here. Good here. Ports, check it down. Ports. Oh my god. Well, guess we could take this lane. Alright, City Z Clark, a couple backing.
Back in one. So that these ones are pretty saying.
No, I did not hear you.
Down. Just back
Good
in.
there.
That way we can maximize the course.
Alright.
MJ, this Bravo is opting to, instead of taking the 20 through 500, they're going to wait until they're about 5 strokes from the 250 mark.
Parker, give me a few backing.
For that 500 meter, last 500 race, and then practice the sprint. They want to do.
Wait, so this is for the 15.
One more.
This is for the, yes. So instead of taking the
Good.
20 and 1500, they're going to wait until they're at about 1700, build up to the rate they'll be at for the last 500 and then practice the sprint. Do you guys want to do that, or do you want to do the 2,500?
What do you want to lift for the sprint? Like, every set?
One every 10.
One every 10?
Take a lift, one beat lift at the 250, and then one beat every 10. Every subsequent 10 after. Okay? So you'll build to,
Alright, so for us it'll look like
5.
build 5 to a 36. We'll get about 5 at that 36 before we start lifting.
You're going to lift to a 33. At 1K you're going to lift to a 34. At 500 you're going to, at 500 to go you're going to lift to a 35. So you'll build to a 35 at 250 to go.
And I'm starting with a 5, 20, 10.
Right, so you'll build to the 35.
And 20 at 1K.
Right. Lift to the
Sprint at 1650-ish.
Okay, we'll sit right both crews.
Alright, flanker stroke
Fine.
first.
Just make sure we like our position in the lane. Go ahead and adjust yourself a little bit so we don't have to be on the rider right out of the gate.
Alright, bow peristroke. Good there. Iggy light tap. Good.
Okay, let's go ahead and sit ready. Both crews.
Recording, right? 3/4, everyone.
Full start, 5, 20, 10. 40 to 32.
Colin, it's 5, 20, 10, right?
5, 20, 10, yep. That's set on the
Fire.
Vanderbilt. Northwestern.
Tall here, boys. Tall.
Purdue.
Loose shoulders.
Grand Valley.
Breathe. First one.
Row.
Pry. Tap. Pry. Building. Full. This is 1, 2, 3, 42, 4, 5, 6, 7, 126, 8, 9, 10. Give me 10 more. Sit tall. Swing through. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Settle in 2. This is 1, 2. Hammer. 2, 3. Swing. 4, 5, 6, 34, 7, 8. Settle in 2. This is 1, 2. All the way down to 20. Breathe. Still think about hammer this next one. Good. On rudder a bit.
Up at the 20. Don't want to swap.
Arms, body floating away. Arms here. Finish. Arms. Finish. Oh, finish. Arms. Finish. Arms. Finish. Arms. Good. Set of 21 here. Half, slow legs. Good. Cruise past 500. We're another 500 to paddle it out. Right at 20. Tall into the wind. Clean extraction. Handle within that same inch. A little bit more blade depth, Owen. At 750 right now. We'll build over 6 in about 150 meters. Breathing. 2, build 6 to the 34. This is 1 and 2. Over 6 here. Pry through. Controlled. Patient finishes. That's 3, 4, 31, 5, 6. Looking for 34. A little bit starboard press. Fuck, now I'll get blown. 3, 4, 5, 6. Tall. 7, 8, in 2. Lift 1 beat. That's 1, 2. Lift here. 1 beat. Clean out at a 36. 3, 4, swing. 5, swing. 6, 7, 8, in 2, settle. This is 1, 2. My bad for the steering on the first end there. Patient finishes here. Clean extraction. Sharp the water. About 250 until we'll build into our sprints. Think about length here. Long catches. Loose shoulders. Let's make sure on these build strokes when we take them next, our shoulders are staying really loose. This wind, sorry, getting us out of the buoys before we build. Alright. Build 6 again. It'll be to a 36. Loose shoulders during those first 6 where we're just building. In 2 we'll build. This is 1 and 2. Over 6 here, that's 1, 2, prying, 3 loose shoulders. We'll go past the finish line a bit here. 5, 6, on 36. In 2, lift 1, that's 1, 2, 250 starting now. Swing. 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 40, 7, 8, and 2, cut layback, 1 beat. That's 1, 2, sharp, attack, through, 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 going through the finish line, a little bit extra, in 2 and up, 1 beat. That's 1, 2, up a beat, yeah, squeeze, move boys, move, squeeze. 5 more strokes. It's 1, 2, through, 3, 4, and 2 settle. 1, 2. Paddle it out. I know. All right. Let it run here. Down. Course second down. Fucking sloppy by me, guys. It will definitely be cleaner for Percy. Oh, they hit the yellow buoy?
Maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Definitely got a little bit hypey there.
So we immediately lifted to a 40.
It was like 36, 36, and then hit red buoys 40.
Okay, let's not do that tomorrow. But I like the initiation and the drive.
Yeah. It still felt powerful. Let's spin here. Force
Did it
back and starboard
feel
rudder.
Fast.
Yeah, well,
Go fast.
yeah. Also, that start 20 was, or actually the 30 was pretty, I was pretty happy. It was like 124 to 132. I think we could hit that hammer a little bit harder. Did not slip like immediately down to 132, but I thought high 20 felt good. We're good here. We'll paddle it back. All 8. Park, give me a quick back. Just park. Parker. Yeah. Alright, yeah, we'll just go all 8 here. I'll just be a little heavy on the rudder, but I want to just take it in. At the finish, buried. And row.
Finish short, pull the hand all the way in. Tap it down. Tap it down. Tap it down.
Like, I want us to think about our stroke 2 of the start feeling kind of like how our first strokes have been feeling. Like, we'll already have a little bit of acceleration going in the boat, so it won't feel as heavy, but we're also going to half slide. So, like, just think about kind of getting through it a little bit slower. Obviously, it's like impossible for the first stroke of a steady state to feel like the second stroke of a start, but kind of same mentality where we let ourselves be patient with the leg drive. Although obviously a lot of the acceleration is coming through the swing when we do steady state, not going to happen during the start, but just again, think about that mentality, think about the patience.